In this lecture, we discuss on some theories in CAD. Now, first of all, graphics standard. In early years till 1974, when there were no graphic standards, the graphic software and hence CAD/CAM softwares were hardware system dependent. So it was not possible to transfer software developed for one hardware system to another system without extensive rewriting of the programs. This created lot of inconvenience and difficulties to both CAD/CAM vendors as well as users. So, in order to overcome these difficulties, CAD/CAM community all over the world decide to establish graphic standards with the objectives of making the CAD/CAM software device independent. Now, after the considerable efforts, the first graphic software standard known as GKS or Graphical Kernel System was developed. Although GKS was originally developed as two-dimensional graphic software standard, a three-dimensional GKS extension or GKS 3D was subsequently developed. The second graphic software standard to be developed and approved by standard organization was PHIGS or Programmers Hierarchical Interactive Graphics Standards. PHIGS is an extension of GKS with increased capabilities. Now, these are the various graphics standard. First one is GKS or Graphical Kernel System. Second one is GKS 3D or Graphical Kernel System 3-dimensional. Third one is PHIGS or Programmers Hierarchical Interface for Graphics. For graphics standard. Fourth one is PHIGS plus. So Programmers Hierarchical Interface for Graphics Standard plus. Fifth is VDM or Virtual Device Metafile. Sixth is VDI or Virtual Device Interface. Now next we discuss on data exchange translators or data transfer. Now the data exchange among the dissimilar CAD/CAM systems can be achieved by two methods. First one is direct translator and second one is indirect translators. Now first we discuss on direct translators. Now the direct translators convert data directly in one step. The two translators link a system pair as indicated by the dual direction arrows as shown in figure 1. Now two translators are required to exchange or translate the data between system 1 and 2, one from system 1 to system 2 and the other from system 2 to system 1. So we says that advantages of direct translators are direct translators run more quickly. Data files produced by the direct translators are compact and smaller. Now these are the some limitations of direct translators. Like first is direct translators are feasible only when a small number of CAD/CAM systems are involved. If number of system is increased, number of translators required to be written becomes very large. Now next we discuss on indirect translators. Indirect translators utilize the neutral database structure, with each system having its own pair of translators to exchange data to and from this neutral database. Now the translator that translate data from a given system database format to the neutral database format is called preprocessor, while the translator that translate data from the neutral database format to a given system database format is called post-processor. Now, advantages of indirect translators are: first one is, in case of indirect translators, adding the one system to existing n systems requires writing only two additional translators regardless of the value of n, and hence indirect translators can be used for data exchange among the large number of CAD/CAM systems. Next is, indirect translators provide stable communication among CAD/CAM systems. Now, limitations of indirect translators. First one is, indirect translators are not suitable for data exchange among the limited number of CAD/CAM systems. Second is, data files produced by indirect translators are larger in size. Now next we discuss on Initial Graphics Exchange Specification, or IGES, file format and structure. Now first of all, IGES is the first standard data exchange format developed for exchanging product modeling data among the dissimilar CAD/CAM system. It has used for two purposes. First is exchange of modeling data within the organization among the dissimilar CAD/CAM systems, and second is digital communication between the organization and its suppliers and customers. Now in this theory we mainly discuss on format and structure of IGES. So we say that ASCII form has two types of formats: a fixed 80 character record length format and compressed format. In fixed 80 character record length format, entire IGES file is 80 character records. IGES data is written in column 1 through column 72. Column 73 stores section identification character, and column number 74 through column number 80 are specified for section sequence number of each record. Now, an IGES file is a sequential file consisting of 6 sections. First is flag section or optional. Second is start section. Third is global section. Fourth is directory entry section. Fifth is parameter data section. Sixth is terminate section. Now first of all we discuss on flag section. So flag section is used only with compressed ASCII and binary format. It is a single record line. The character C in the column number 73 identifies the flag section in compressed ASCII. Next is start section. Start section is a human readable introduction to the file. It includes information such as names of the source and target CAD/CAM systems, brief description of the product, being converted, etc. Now it basically contains the comments. The character S in column 73 identifies the start section. Next is global section. The global section includes information about the IGES file such as name of the IGES file, date and time of file generation, name of the author, vendor and software version of CAD/CAM system, model scale, units, precision, etc. The character G in the column 73 identifies the global section. Next is directory entry section. Now in directory entry section is the list of all entities and their attributes defined in IGES file. Some of the entity attributes specified in this section are line, font, layer, number, color, transformation matrix, etc. Character D in column 73 identifies the directory entry section. Next is parameter data section. Parameter data section contains data defining each entity of the product model. For example, a straight line is defined by 6 coordinates of 2 endpoints. The character P in column 73 identifies the parameter data section. Next is termination section. The terminate section contains single record specifying the number of records in each of the 4 preceding sections. The character T in the column 73 identifies the terminate section.